Giba Gorge is one of the prime biodiversity areas in the eThekwini municipal area. It's been identified as such for some time now by both the municipal authorities, the conservation authorities provincially, as well as local interest by landowners. As such, there's always been a strong drive to develop some sort of partnership around conserving these areas, managing them, especially due to the high rate of threats surrounding these areas, given that it's in a semi-urban area. There's lots of alien invasive plants. The area contains very important grassland which needs fire management every year. Basically, some of the most important biodiversity or environmental features of Giba Gorge are its grasslands, which are these KZN sandstone sulphide grasslands, which are highly threatened. Recently just been classified as critically endangered, basically due to the amount of transformation of them over the last few years. And one of the significance of these grasslands is the high diversity of mostly plant species, very rich in terms of plant species, similar to the fynbos, in fact, in terms of the drivers of this ecology. Very acidic soils and very specific in terms of the types of plants that live there.
Okay, this is the name of the species is bracken fern. It is one of the problem species in this area because it's trying to take over the grassland. We will try to spray this plant and check whether it can be removed totally in this area.
Other important features include the forests, which are actually even more structurally diverse than the grasslands themselves, and they also harbour very endangered and restricted species such as crowned eagles, spotted ground thrushes, even down to small little animals like ruby-footed black millipedes, which only exist in that area in the world. Over and above that, there's also some more archaeological value to the area in the form of the Shotazana Rock Shelter Retreat, which is little known by Durban residents, but it's well known by the archaeological community, and there's actually been an article done by the Natal Museum on the history of that site, which dates back to 100,000 years. In order to manage Giba Gorge as a nature reserve, basically we had to sort out some sort of long-term intervention where we could draw funds from various donors and put it into a well-managed conservation management system. And one of the landowners came up with the idea of using the special rating area or urban improvement precinct approach. We decided to use this approach purely for conservation purposes. Basically, the way this approach works is it draws funds from landowners in the form of extra levies. Because the city owns quite a significant part of the reserve, which it intentionally bought for the purposes of conservation, the city contributes towards its own land, and over and above that contributes towards co-management of the other land in the reserve. So basically what we've done since the establishment of this reserve, in order to get it endorsed by the city, we had to get a 66% buy-in from all the landowners. There's 165 landowners living around Giba Gorge, and we basically canvassed those landowners over a couple of years to explain to them the benefits of having a well-managed reserve right on their doorstep. Benefits include, other than purely conservation management and management of the quality of the area, they also include things like the potential to increase your property value, because now you're basically bordering on a well-managed popular area. So there was actually an overwhelming buy-in from the community. The results speak for themselves. You can just see over the years the amount of alien invasive plants, mostly blue gums, that have been cleared and the areas that have been restored back to grassland. We've also implemented new trails in the area. We've opened up a trail in 2010 called the Corsi Trail, which is the crowned eagle trail, which has a crowned eagle nest. This year we'll be opening up a much larger trail which will link the main Giba Gorge to the Macintosh Falls area. Other activities we're also looking into are education in terms of environmental awareness, getting local schools in the area to visit the area and use it as an outdoor laboratory to educate the kids, and then just for members of the public to enjoy. Basically, the future of this project lies in, first of all, its success and rolling it out into other areas that warrant this detailed sort of conservation management response to making sure these areas survive into the future and to the long term. An obvious extension would be the sandstone sulphide grasslands that run off from Giba all the way through Stockville, down through various private nature reserves in the vicinity of Mahogany Ridge down to the M13, which would effectively make up the largest nature reserve in the eThekwini municipal area.